Did you ever go on a road trip that just everything went wrong? Hey, this is Jan from New York City. I love helping people keep some of their own hard earned money. Could that be you? Want to share a little story? This happened about, I don't know, maybe 10 years back on a road trip with my husband. We wanted to go upstate. There was a particular place that we used to frequent up near the Catskills. And that night, for some reason or another, there were so many diversions in the trip on the road actually itself that we just ended up on the wrong road. And we ended up on a road that practically led us up to Boston, Massachusetts. True story, true story. So by the time we got off this never ending, no exit road, just put it that way, we were tired. It was summer. We wanted the room we were used to going to, and we had to settle for some last minute, accommodation place. And went into it. Was just happy to have a place to hang our hat, if you will. And making a long story short, the place was dreadful, was awful. There were so many complaints. I said, you know what? I think we're just hangry, which is a mixture of being hungry and angry at the same time. So that's, what happened there. So we had a little bit to eat. I said, let me order some Boston cream pie since we're in the area. And we couldn't even get that. I said, wait a minute, we're practically in Boston. We can't get Boston cream pie. I said, boy, this trip turned out to be a disaster. So, all right. So then we went back to that room and there was problem after problem, like with the air conditioning. It was just a nightmare. So finally, we went into a much smaller room and I was still whining and complaining until my husband turned around and he said the smartest words that night. He said, Jan, it's only for a night. He said, make the best of it. And I said, well, if I knew it was going to turn out this way, it would have been nice and cozy at home. So he said it again, Jan, make the best of it. So then I said, you know what? I said, I love your attitude on this. You are 100 billion% right. And that's what I did. I said, all right, the TV's not working right. I'll make the best of it. The AC is working, but not as good as the one I was used to. Well, make the best of it. So even for that short thing, it was just, I tried to make the best of it. Those were the best words of wisdom. Do we do this in our own day-to-day, everyday lives? Do we make the best of things? Or do we focus on well, I'm tired, I'm hangry, I didn't get my Boston cream pie, despite the fact that I'm practically in Boston. It was just like the craziest thing. But sometimes we all do this at home, okay? Even though we may have, we may not live in a mansion, okay? But gratefully and respectfully and definitely with much appreciation, for the most part, many of us listening to this broadcast are somewhere at least decently comfortable. It is my hope and prayer. So, with that in mind, what can we do today to be a little more appreciative, or maybe just fix something that has been bothering us? So, little things, little minor things, maybe change a curtain, put a little splash of color somewhere, get a slip cover for the tired looking sofa. I'm just saying, is there something that we can do, a little thing to just, put a little bit of cheer and make the best of things? Stop whining, crying, and complaining that all we have maybe is a crock pot or air fryer to work with. For example, some people do not have a full-fledged kitchen, but they still, thankfully, gratefully, hopefully have small appliances to get by. In other words, take a good look around you and say to yourself, you know what? This is not perfect, far from perfect, but I'm so grateful for what I have. Maybe, just maybe, on this Sunday morning, we could take a minute to do that. Wishing everybody an amazing, fantastic day. Thank you for coming by for this No Frills video. I appreciate every single one of you. Take good care now. Bye-bye.